Okay, nice. So you're basically, I guess, now that you've created this skill or used the skill, you're continuing to update and refine it based on. Okay. Has anyone else tried the skill out? Did anyone else get a chance to use it? You as well? Okay. Okay, so different skills. Okay. What, like what? Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, that's how you begin. Start small, then you kind of grow from there. Okay, nice. Okay, very cool. All right. Yes. Yeah, sure, absolutely. So a skill, so everyone's had experience here with a chatbot like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or whatever, right? Now, when you ask a ChatGPT a question, you ask it to do something for you, or you ask it a question, you get an output. The challenge with that output is that those tools, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, are all trained in a certain way, which means the output's always going to look a certain way, right? The style of the writing, for example, is going to look a certain way. So what I did with the group a couple of weeks ago was provided a skill that would turn the writing output to reflect more the writing output of the way you would normally write. Now, a skill more broadly is just basically a document that tells the LLM to behave in a specific way when you ask it to do a specific thing. We'll cover it again today, but imagine you have writing is one example, but let's say, for example, you produce a lot of proposals. You might have a client proposal skill that your ChatGPT or your Claude will follow every single time you ask it to produce that proposal. All right, so we're obviously running late, but this was sort of what I figured would be the ideal agenda for today. So who here has used Co-work, by the way? Okay, nice. And is anyone here? Is anyone here? Is everyone here? Everyone has Claude on their desktop? Okay. Is everyone who's on a paid subscription? Okay, good. This will be very good then. For those of you that are not, put your hand up. Put your hands up. There are two of you. Okay, there are a couple of workarounds for you. There's no free trial. There's no free trial. No. Claude doesn't need to offer free trials. So if you don't have it, if you're not paying for Claude, don't worry. There is a workaround. It's not as elegant as what we're going to do today, but it does work. All right. So has everyone got Co-work up on their computer, ready to go? All right. So the beauty of Co-work is that it's designed to work off of your computer. So if you've got a folder where you store knowledge about a business, a project, or an idea, you can point it towards that. So you can essentially have it you can essentially have it work off of a particular folder to do things for you. So let me see if I can show you one here. Okay. Oh, Wi-Fi. Yeah, you should be able to connect to UCL Guest without any password or block or any kind of. When you're all logged in and ready, and you've got Claude Co-work up, let me know and we'll keep going. Has anyone here used Claude Co-work more than once?
More than one. I just started using after our first session. I wasn't using. You said it's good,
Okay.
so I started experimenting.
Okay.
And it's good because I gave it access to a particular folder. I created like a just a copy folder, kind of see how it's tinkering around, and if I like it, I don't want to
Okay.
give it access to my main folder.
Of course. What does anyone want to tell us? Share with us ways in which they've been using Claude Co-work. If you've been using it on a regular basis, how you've been using it? Sure.
So I use every qualitative things I use in Cowork and quantitative stuff in Code, and so it's amazing to. I just have a system of folders depending on which project I'm working, and then I use it mostly for navigation. So instead of like reading 160 papers, I know from which paper should I read which part, or yeah. So a lot of navigation.
Okay. So you basically put all of these papers into a single folder,
Yes.
and then you tell Co-work, please take all of these papers, synthesize, summarize, tell me what I should.
I do not so much summarizing because I think it's not yet very good, but
Okay.
rather say like which page, which part of the article, and then what is kind of relating to it.
Okay.
And I use
Okay.
a lot of organization, so like just write, put the names, all the papers like the same, like they are named the same way because depending on which platform they look completely different. I let it shift things in the folders or create Excel with overviews of all what is in the different folders,
Okay.
and then
Build mind maps.
yeah, I mean I think
Yeah.
this is just I got so fast with organization because normally you would take hours for this
Yeah.
kind of tasks, so you just let it do, and then you check if it was right.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, nice. Anyone else?
I did it for my assignment. Basically, I had a lot of company data, financials I had, and I was trying to build a financial modeling system. So I had all those Excel files in a folder, and I was asking it to go through it and create a dashboard that was
Okay.
designed to kind of build the dashboard.
Okay.
And I was able to present it. And my professor actually liked it because they do encourage us to use AI and can explain how we use it
Nice.
and all.
Cool. I think you also had your hand up.
Yes. So I have an old blog,
Yeah.
and one of the things I did was to have Claude Co-work go onto the website and list all my articles that I wrote and help me figure out how to optimize it for AEO.
Cool.
So he actually told me how to restructure,
Okay.
and then I asked him, "Can you do it for me?" And he actually did it for me,
Nice.
and I could create it as a user on my WordPress. So all the articles that were done by Claude went into my drafts and said it was Claude, and then I'm the human in the loop, making sure that I'm reading it over.
Cool. So you created Claude as a user on your website. Very cool. That's some next level stuff. I like that. That's very cool. All right. So is everyone up and ready and running? Okay. All right. So I want you to all go into a folder where you might store your documents, your work, whatever it is you're working on. And I want you to create a folder in there and just call it Claude Co-work. Anywhere. It could even be your desktop. Doesn't matter where it is because we're going to tell Claude where it lives, so it can always find it. And when you've created that folder, you're going to create 3 folders underneath it. And the 3 folders are going to be called these things here: About Me, Outputs, and Templates.
So where do we create the folder?
Create it wherever you want. Create it on your desktop. Create it inside the Documents folder. Create it inside your, if you have a folder where you do all of your work, where you save all of your documents.
It has to be done on the app.
No, this needs to be done inside your file. Like just in Finder. If you're using a Mac, it will be in Finder. So just open Finder, navigate to a folder where you might store documents, or even your desktop if you want, and just create a folder and call it Claude Co-work. Once you've done that, you need to create these 3 folders underneath inside that Co-work folder. And the purpose of each of these folders will become clear as we do this, but essentially the about me is giving Claude the context it needs about who you are, the things it needs to do before it runs something for you, before it does anything for you. Outputs, which is where it delivers any project that you ask it to work on. So for example, this deck that you're looking at right now, that lives in an outputs folder on my computer. This was all done in Claude Co-work. Everything you're looking at was done in Claude Co-work. In fact, I don't know if any of you have opened the landing page and the QR code here or via the link. I built that in Claude Co-work as well. Actually, I built them together. So the idea was that this deck would pair with the landing page that you're all now opening. Inside that landing page, you'll have access to all the assets and all the prompts that we're going to use today as well. So I had Claude Co-work pull all of this together for me today. And all of that lives in my outputs folder. And then templates is exactly what that says, right? It's where you have examples of specific work, your best work, things you're particularly happy with that you want Claude to replicate or follow when it's doing work on your behalf. Things like this work really, really well alongside skills. So if you have a particular format and a structure that you want Claude to build decks or presentations in, you would explain that, or Claude would have that explanation in a skill, but the visual examples of that might live in a folder called templates. Yes?
So just to see, I understand you right. So you build this, and then you, in the skill, you say, okay, look into this folder for
Exactly.
like what I exactly want to do this.
Exactly.
Okay. So you kind of direct them to
Exactly.
other materials.
Exactly. So you can route it. So you might have, so for example, in your about me file, it might have instructions on which folders to look into and when, and we'll get to that because we're going to create that about me together in a minute. Is everyone ready? Everyone's done these steps? Okay. This is sort of what it would look like, yeah? So if you imagine what a file structure would look like, you've got your Claude Co-work folder, your about me folder, your outputs folder, and your templates folder. Okay, so your about me, this is what Claude will read every single time before it executes a task. Your outputs, which is where everything that it does for you. So for example, this deck you're looking at will land in outputs. And then your templates, which is where on demand, when you want Claude to look at it, because you need it to follow a particular project format or a particular example, will look. About me. All right. So now that you've all got Claude open, we're going to create the about me file. You see the prompt on this screen. If you go to the landing page, that prompt is in there. Take that prompt, go into Co-work, and paste it into a new session.
Okay, the landing page is there, right?
Yeah.
Is it prompt 1?
Yeah. You are building my about me.md. Yeah, that's the one.
So that's a new task, is it?
A new session. If you're in Co-work, it'll be a new session.
It's new task.
Yeah, I'm in Co-work and it just says new task.
Yeah.
You are right, it does say new task. My bad.
So you just drop the prompt in.
Yep. That's all right.
So we have to select a project where we created these folders as well.
Pardon me?
So we created these 3 folders in Co-work in some directory.
Yes.
We have to navigate there and then we have to
No. We'll do that in a second. We'll do that next.
just put the prompt, right?
Yeah, just put the prompt for now. Yeah.
So I did that. I dropped in a prompt and I connected it to the folder. It says your co-work folder is connected, but it's empty. There's no about me. You want to create it. Blah blah blah. These are different folders.
So point it to your co-work folder.
Okay. So point it to the about me folder.
Point it to yes. Hang on, it's asking you to do that now.
It's just saying like there's nothing. There's no about me.
Yeah, it's not connected to Jen. That's one thing.
Oh, so it connected it to the folder. It says now it's connected. There's no about me folder, but there is. Is it like, do I have to put the slash in? Is it that?
No, you don't need to put the slash in.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me go on. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think. Okay, you know what? Let's do this now. We were going to do this later, but we'll do it now. So before you proceed, if you can all open your settings up on Claude.
Jai, can you share your Claude screen so we're just?
Yeah, I was trying
Easier
to.
for us to.
Let me see if I can do this. All right. So, settings.
Settings.
And then co-work. And we're going to edit global instructions. Actually, before we do that, let's choose this co-work. You see this co-work files here? Change that. And then pick the co-work folder you've just created. So this co-work files section right here.
Okay.
Right. So it copied and restarted. Okay. Now it's pointing.
This is why we have to update our curriculum every month, because this stuff keeps changing. It's yeah. This yeah, when I put this together at the beginning of the week, it did not look like this.
And now we have 5, 6, some days missing.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah, so you can probably see I've been using Fable 5.
So we get to use Fable now? Is that
Yeah.
the latest?
Yeah.
news?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a few days.
So I built all this the presentation that you're all looking at was built with Fable. Because I'm lazy. So I'm just kidding. One second.
Already connected.
This is the desktop app. You guys just download it.
Okay. You put it in the applications folder, right?
Yes, I've done it like through there.
Okay.
It's here.
Okay.
And then I feel like a grandma right now.
There you go. Get started. That's it.
So you were talking before now, it doesn't even show up. I don't know whether it's
Really?
because you're using it. Maybe we're using it in sync.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
We try restarting the computer.
Yeah, I guess.
If it's still not working, yeah, restart. It should work. There's no reason it shouldn't. Has everyone managed to do this step here? I know you're restarting your computer, but okay. Okay, we'll give it a minute or two. Yeah.
So she doesn't have. She doesn't have a coworker phone. She's got like.
Are you on desktop or are you on?
I'm on desktop.
That's why.
Oh, is it?
Oh, hang on. No, you need to be on desktop. Sorry. Yes. Hang on. Is this an enterprise account? No, it's a pro account.
It's pro account.
That's so random. Yeah, you should be seeing 3 tabs.
I also just downloaded the desktop, so I don't know if there's like a different version.
No, there's only one.
Okay, I can try opening it again.
Yeah, if you open it. And you drag the file into the applications folder, right?
Yes.
And you are on 1.18. Interesting. Oh, this is why.
Oh,
You don't have enough space.
Got it. Okay, okay.
So you need to, you'll need to clear up some space on
Okay,
your
okay.
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says by the first suggestion there is to restart and see if that helps.
Should we go through the question?
Have people got questions? Yeah, of course.
You ready to the bot? Should we go through the question of the bot?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So if you put that prompt in and the prompt is now asking you questions, just follow the questions that it's asking you. You're being interviewed by Claude right now to produce this about me file. So keep doing that. Go through those steps. No, prompt 1. We're still on prompt 1. So prompt 1, what'll happen once you put that first prompt in there, it will interview you, right? It's going to ask you 20 questions, and it's going to ask them one at a time, and it's going to ask you to clarify who you are and what you do.
And we have to select the folder that we just created.
Yeah, so if you go into settings, go to Co-work. Under Co-work files, click that change button. Correct. Choose the Co-work file that you just created.
It's not bad. I have to type it.
Where are you looking?
For the prompt.
I was looking for the prompt, so I copied this one,
Oh,
It's not there.
you're right. It's not there.
which is fine. I can type it, but
That is a glaring error on my part.
I know. We just put the
Yeah.
screenshot in Claude.
Yeah.
And have it
so we
direct.
can just type.
Yes, I'll bring that back up. Yeah, my mistake. So prompt 1 on the landing page does not correspond to the prompt 1 that you're looking at here. So my mistake.
So we should type this in.
Yes, type that in. So what you can all do is you can start a new session or a new task and then start it with this prompt
In Co-work.
in Co-work.
Okay.
And use if any of you have a question about which model to use, just choose Sonnet for now.
I should go to the settings for Power BI.
Co-work. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's a connection problem, so I connected to my phone. But it's
The Wi-Fi's not working?
for me now, but I know what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. Is everyone now being interviewed by the LLM? Good.
Maybe you should give us a timer. You know everybody.
That's all right. That's all right. Yep. Where has our deck gone? How's everyone getting along? Yeah?
So I'm getting this little error.
Oh, that's fine. Just close it and start working.
Oh.
It means you've already selected the right folder. It means you're trying to reselect the same folder.
No folders connected yet. So that's why I've gone in there.
Start a new session and try again.
All right, if in doubt, start again.
And tell me if it happens again.
Jay,
Mm.
you said something about like, for example, can I just put my phone in the about me instead of like giving
Say again?
answering? Would you really stick on the prompt, or can I just drop, for example, the portfolio and say like check the portfolio
Yeah.
so you know what I've
Yeah.
done?
Why not? Yeah,
And
absolutely.
would you put it in the folder or would you in the
No, I would put it in here because you want it to create this file for you, and you're using that whatever you what is it you're going to share? What is it? What is the document that you want to share with it? It's a slideshow, or it's a what is it? Okay, fine. So you basically want it to take context from the PDF and create the about me, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
We have this about me file also that you have given. I downloaded the MD file and just put that MD file
Okay. Yeah.
to the
Nice.
about me
Yeah.
folder and asked it to kind of.
Cool.
Now it's asking me.
But the whole point is that it should interview you. You can't just use that about me file as a standalone.
Okay. So I type this in.
Yes. The process here is what's important. How's everyone doing? Okay. It's all right. It's all right. We'll move when everyone is done with their interview.
Very
It's-
Helping you identify things that you
I guess it gives back what you give it. So I don't know what you're giving it, but you must be giving it.
It is. It's like you said this and then you said that. I'm like, okay, yes, I did. Are you sure? I was like, oh my god.
Pick a side.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a position.
To be fair, in my settings, I've said like stop agreeing with me, and that's before this session.
Okay.
And I said always try to be direct with me, so
Yeah.
getting what I asked.
All good.
Variety of different questions it's asking.
Yeah. I mean, afterwards, everyone's about me.
Someone else might be being asked about relationships or
Well,
going down different alleys.
for co-work, yeah, co-work is probably meant to be professionally focused. So, but why not? I mean, it can be whatever you want. It's 2026, so you know. Does anyone know what question they're on of their interview yet? Number 9. Okay. Does anyone else know where they are? What I might suggest is, in the interest of time, we may pause this and you guys can come back to it at a later time. So now that AI, once you've created this about me file and Claude has an understanding of who you are, what you do, the nature of your work, and you pair it with the file that I shared last week, this anti AI writing style or any writing style, this is where, at least for producing written content, using a tool like Claude becomes really powerful, because it's now going to write in your voice with all the background and context that you've now shared with it about who you are and what you do as a business. Yeah, is that clear? Yeah. Show of hands. Who has set the skill up? This anti-AI writing skill? Yeah. Not yet. Any questions on this part?
So where is this?
It should be in the landing page. If you go to landing page and go to free skills, there you go, anti-AI writing skill. So just download the skill and then install it into Claude. So
it's downloaded here. Then I
Yep.
do it. Go ahead.
so just double click on it.
Oh.
So it automatically would
Download
Yep.
skill.
Has anyone else here not installed the skill? Which is cool because we might do an experiment. If someone wants to try writing something, ask Claude to produce a LinkedIn article before the skill, then install the skill and ask it to write the LinkedIn article again in a new task.
Would be different.
It'd be completely different. So let me see if I can demo it. So let me do this. I'm gonna point my, let's go to my co-work. Let's change my folder. Let's do this.
Well, it's got this now. This is just answer 3 questions.
Let's do this actually.
Yeah. So now we
And then let's try on Claude Co-work. See what it comes up with. Is anyone else trying something right now with this? Okay. What's that? Yeah. You need to be on the desktop version.
So when we open up a new task, at the bottom, should we be choosing whether it should work in a folder or project or just?
No, there's no need to do that. Now that you've already, so if you go to Claude, go to settings in Claude.
Yeah.
Yep. Go to settings. Go to co-work. Yeah, so you've already set it up.
Oh, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would use that folder if you want to get it to work on a specific folder you've already created in the past, on a project, let's say.
So I can change that every time I'm doing a whole.
You can, yeah, yeah. And then what we'll do is, let's run another task now.
Can I ask you while everyone's doing that, what's the actual difference if I turn off thinking during, usually I use it for research. If I turn off the thinking or turn on the thinking. Sometimes I turn off the thinking and it just doesn't lag as much.
Yeah, so you'll get a faster response.
But what is it not doing?
It's not reasoning. Or not reasoning to the same depth. Yeah. So when you give an
I ask it to like research legal in general to see if anything I need to know has happened in the last week.
yeah, so you'll get is if you use a lower level of thinking, you'll get a faster answer which is less researched and less reasoned. So it may not have thought through all the trade-offs in its answers and will provide you with an answer that's much more higher level, less thought through. The higher the thinking level you give it, the more thought through the answer will be potentially.
Okay, so if I actually just want facts, just
Yeah, if you want something,
Bloomberg, it doesn't need to reason too much. It just needs
no.
to tell me if
So then you can use a lower level of thinking. What you can do is experiment with both, right? And see what you like and see what you get the best output from. So for example, for something like that, if you don't need a particularly high level of turn off. Yeah.
You think it uses less tokens?
It does. Yes, you'll reach your limit more slowly if you turn it off. You have 78?
I have 70 gigabytes of free storage, so I'm not sure why it's still not showing up as an option.
That is random.
Yeah.
And you are on the latest version of the app.
I'm on a blacklist somewhere.
Pardon me?
I'm on a blacklist somewhere. I have to erase this.
And anytime you do a new task.
Should I just
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Co-work?
Yeah. I mean, you have co-work. It's just not the usual it's just not the standard UI with the co-work button up here.
That's really odd.
That is odd.
Okay, I'll try it that way then.
Try it. See, yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
It only needs 1 gigabyte of storage. Why is it holding
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happened?
No, nothing. It's too confusing. I'll give the class.
Okay.
Is it okay to share, this permission because he's asking me to open it in a document, the article that it's written. Like, you see, this is what it is. It's created something.
Okay.
And it's,
Open.
so
Yeah.
open.
You don't need. Yeah.
Application,
Yes, you can open in
I
a.
think I've picked up Word.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is what it is showing me.
Well, so what you could also do is just, if you go to open, and just choose. You should have also an app called Text Edit.
Oh yeah.
Might be easier.
Yeah.
There you
I'm-
go.
I'm-
What you're seeing there is a pop-up from Microsoft Word, probably asking you how it should format the document. Yeah, yeah. I think if you use Text Edit, it's just easier, less friction. Yeah.
Question 10 is who is this for, or what is it for? LinkedIn, a website, speaker?
Answer it. You tell it.
But yeah, what will it be?
So I guess
the idea is that it just speaks like me, right? And understands
Exactly.
what I've done. So then what would it be out of LinkedIn bio, personal website?
Have you already created the About Me and you've already set it up?
No, I'm
Okay.
doing that now.
Yeah. So go through. What you can do is you can go through that process now, right?
Yeah.
Once you've finished creating that About Me file, then try this prompt again.
Okay, so now I'm just going to say it's for my About Me file.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, you could, yeah. Yeah. So I had actually suggested a break at this step, but we can keep going if you all want, just given that we started a little bit late. What does everyone want to do?
I'm good to keep going.
Yeah? Okay, let's keep going.
Just a question. The article that it's written, it's about Claude. Very interesting.
Is it?
It is about Claude, but
Yeah.
how Claude is, part of the women in tech.
Okay.
And what it is doing to help everyone.
Yeah. And that's because you've not set up your about me file, right? Exactly. So okay. So for those of you that tried the experiment just now, the goal was to ask it to write a LinkedIn article before you had finished creating the about me file. Now, none of you will have finished creating the about me file because the process was taking a little longer than we expected. So the idea was that you'd go ahead and write that, ask it to write a LinkedIn article. You'd see what the quality of the output is. Then, now after you've created the about me file, then write another LinkedIn article. And you should see a big difference in the quality of the output. Because at that point, Claude has a much closer understanding of who you are, what you do, what your business does, why you exist. You look like you have a question.
So should we do that right now? Or should we go to the next step?
Let's go to the next step.
It's not just an endless questions. I'm on question 14 and it's still got
Out of 20, yeah.
20,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so when you pasted the prompt in, it said 20 questions, right?
It said 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The idea was that through those 20 questions, it would get to the bottom of who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
So what are we doing now?
So, my company. All right. So, what I want you all to do is to go to the landing page. And I want you to download this skill here. Go to the landing page and download the under skills. The actually, you know what? Let me show it here. It might be easier. So this was the part that I fluffed before. So in prompt 1 on the landing page, you'll see some text there that begins before any and every single task. You must read every file in About Me. Take that text, copy it. So this text here. Yeah. And what you're going to do is, in Claude, you're going to go to Settings. You're going to go to Co-work, Global Instructions, and you're going to paste those instructions in here.
Just a question. We can delete all this because some of us use Claude only for personal,
Sure. Yeah. This is for the purpose of today. I mean, keep it if you want it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I have like different roles, how could I set up different about me's for it to perform
Yeah.
based on how would I do that?
Yep.
Replicate this. And
So what you would do is in that case you might want to use the about me file to talk about the different things that you work on. So for example, is it that you have multiple businesses?
yes.
Yeah, so in your about me section you might have I run 3 businesses. This is what these 3 businesses are called. The folders for each of those 3 businesses are here, here, and here.
Okay. So like the folders I created today, I could create 3 versions.
Exactly.
ABC.
Exactly.
And then I tell you that A is as a coach, B is as a
Exactly.
C is as a
Exactly. So all that would be in your about me, and it would route it according. So the about me would tell it where to look, depending on what project you're working on in relation to that business.
So with what we've done today so far with the 20 questions, I wanted to update the about me. What would that kind of do?
So what you could do is you could say that you might want to go back to use another Claude session and basically say, okay, I also run 2 other businesses. I need you to interview about those 2 businesses, so that your knowledge of what I do is all stored in one place.
Okay, gotcha. And then I would go back to the settings and
Exactly.
update that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question like regarding that. So like in this co-worker,
Mhm.
so I should have one about me. One
Yes.
co-worker has
Correct.
one about
Yeah.
me. So like as you're saying that I can change my project location, so it doesn't mean that I can have different about me's.
You can. It's just a bit clunky to do it that way. It makes it more. It would be more sensible to have an about me that talks about all the different things that you do.
So for example, if I want something related to development and
Yep.
code, and then I have different projects.
Yep.
So I will say that that's for that, that's for that, or that's for that.
So as in within the about me file, or you want to keep them
Yeah,
separate?
I'm asking like what is the right way?
So there's no right way. What I would say is the easier way is to have one about me. And that one about me talks about all of that and then tells Claude where to look for all of those
So it
things.
will not hallucinate among those things.
It should not, no.
Okay.
Not today.
And what about like can I use it for writing as well?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
research writing.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. So what you can do is then create a separate skill for your research writing, and your about me can point to that when you need to use it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
The LLMs have become, these tools have become very smart now that the risk of hallucination for things like this is a lot lower.
I need to cover the first 2 sessions as well. That's my first time I'm using all these.
That's all right. Has everyone managed to do this step? Yeah.
Is there an optimal number of words to put into that?
Into this box? You probably want to keep it under, I would say probably under a couple hundred words. Are you putting something else into this box?
Well, I had something already written.
Okay, fine.
Which I think is a bit out of date now, and you've shown me some better ways to update it. So I just wondered, like, should I merge them or is there,
You can merge them. You can merge them. And then what you can also do is if you're not sure, ask Claude to take a look once it's in there.
Once it's in there.
Yeah, so maybe what you can do is you can put the new text underneath the old text. Tell Claude you've added the text. Ask it to clean it up and remove anything that's not useful anymore.
How do we get to this again?
So you've got Claude open on your desktop. Go to settings.
Settings.
Yep. Then go to Co-work. And if you scroll right to the bottom, you'll see global instructions.
Okay. Yeah. So what if people are still on question 14 of the about me?
Come back to it later.
Okay.
Finish it later.
Okay. So
I asked it. What I'd said was just pause that in the interest of time.
okay.
You guys can finish those interviews in your own time. I think at this point you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And on the landing page, which you'll all have access to, there'll be instructions on what to do and how to finish that step as well. How's everyone doing? Yeah? Good? Okay. Everyone's got this? They've saved it?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Okay. Are we ready to move on? Yeah? Okay, good. So, so does anyone here have examples, templates? Presumably you've all got work you've done in the past that you're happy with or that you reuse. So essentially what this step is that you take those files, those slides, those documents, those articles, whatever it is you've written, and you save it in that folder called templates that we created earlier. So anything you're happy with, proud of, that's useful from a structural or a contextual or a content perspective, just put it in there. If it's stuff that you often refer to, maybe it's a template that you duplicate when you're creating a new project or starting a new project. If it's something like that, put it in that templates folder.
Can it be also corporate design?
Yeah, it can be anything you want. Literally anything you want. It can even be LinkedIn, like screenshots of posts that you've done in the past.
So drop that in the templates folder.
Yeah, exactly.
Another question for you.
Yeah.
So last week we did the Claude design,
Mm-hmm.
and I used that to create like a design bible. So could I take that and drop that into?
Yep.
So how would I access that?
Actually, no, I wouldn't put that in there.
Why not? It's a template.
But it's not a template of something. It's not a template of something you would recreate for someone else, though, right? It's not a template of something you might recreate as a. It could be, yeah. So yeah. Why not? Yeah. You're right. Why not? Yeah. In the end, the whole goal of this, right, is to give Claude an idea, just all the context and background, right? That's all this is.
But if you're working on PowerPoints and they would need design templates there.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have, like, for example, in a previous job I had to produce proposals on a regular basis for clients. The proposals would always largely use the same template. They would all kind of look the same, even if they would say different things. All of that stuff I chuck into a templates folder. Yeah. So that was your question, right? Like your question rather about the brown Bible, and the answer is yeah. You can chuck that in there as well. There's no reason you cannot.
But maybe I'm not quite sure if it might be more because I find interesting what you say, like everything that is content, and I guess the co-work is really like a large language model based. Like that's the strength of it is understanding the tokens and its connection to other tokens. While in the design, it is visual based, so it thinks of pixels, colors, like all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think if you want to make a very nice thing, it might be smarter to have the design in the Claude design and the content in the cover, and then shift it over. I guess.
So that's a really good point. So if it will stay open, the only problem is you can't open it all the way, so it's just going to block. Sure. Yeah. So. That's a really good point. So I was actually trying to brainstorm when I would use Claude Design versus Claude Co-work, because personally I use Co-work most for things like this, right? But actually, arguably, I should be using Design for this. right? Because it's a visual output. So I asked Perplexity the question. I asked it to give me an answer to this question, like what should I use and when? And it produced this table for me. So design used for visual,